Okay, I thought I'd make a short video. This site we've been hunting, this Confederate cotton field. Over the years, I've pulled in almost a whole tin, I think, of these friction primers. I've got about almost 40 of them there, at least pieces, parts. So I'm going to try to reassemble them as best I can. You can see I started by cleaning them out, and you can see this pile of dirt and black powder. There's not enough there to burn off, but it's kind of interesting to see the powder come out of it anyway. But anyway, some of the ones that are in better shape, I'm going to try to reassemble as best I can. I've only got a couple of wires, so it's going to be a partial reconstruction, but I think they'll display a lot better, at least partially reconstructed, than all these pieces. So hopefully you'll like the video, and we'll come back to you when we get something done here. Okay, so I've started kind of piecing some of these back together, and I tried using some pipe cleaners, but as you can imagine, these crazy colors I have didn't work too good. You could see that in the coming poking through. So what I've decided to use is some of this little green wire that you use for making wreaths. It's basically the same color as the copper tubes itself, so it doesn't show, and it's really flexible, so I can bend it to match the angle that the pieces were originally attached. So kind of show you how I'm doing that. It's pretty. Okay, as I was mentioning, I'm just using some of this wire that you use for making wreaths, and I'm cutting it into very short pieces, and then I'm taking one of the friction primer tubes and I'm sticking it down in there, since I cleaned them out, so I can kind of fitting that down in there like so, and then then I'm bending it over kind of at the same angle that the little nub end is, and then I'm kind of fitting that kind of fitting it together. And some of these you got to do a little bit of trimming on. So I just trim that a little bit. Fit it back together, and it looks pretty good like that. So and then I'm just attaching a little dab of glue just to kind of hold it in. This glue will dry clear. I'll wipe off the excess here. Anyway, and that's kind of the finished product. So they'll at least hold together, and they'll display. So it's not much, but I think that looks better than a whole bunch of scattered pieces. At least these will display, and you can see some of the ones I've got done. So anyway, I'm going to keep working on these, and when we get done, I'll show you what they look like in the display. Come back to you. Okay, well, here's the results of all the friction primers I was working on earlier. You can see I got almost 2 full rows of friction primers assembled from the pieces parts that I had. Of course, some of these down in the bottom are too broken to work with anymore, but at least they're on display with all the rest of them. I'm glad to have them. There's of note, I've asked an expert about the different sizes. I know that ordnance regulations are pretty strict, and there's friction primers come in several different lengths. The shortest one's only about 1.25 inches long. And some of the longer ones are right at 2 inches. So they go between 2 inches, 1 inch and 7/8, 1.5 inches, and then the shortest one is 1.25 inches. So I'm not sure if that's due to the different types of weapons that they were, the different types of guns they were intended to be used with, or if that's just some deviation in manufacturing, but I highly doubt that. But like I said, I'm pretty pleased with how they turned out, and they display nicely, along with the 2 Union ones that I already had that I recovered up in Virginia. So overall, I think the project turned out pretty well, and it'll make a nice display. So thanks for watching.